Hi, this is Phil and Tricia from SkiTalk.com, and we have a cage match comparison, actually a sibling cage match comparison. What's a cage match? That's when we compare two skis that you as a viewer commonly compare when you walk into a shop. So we've got the Völkl Secret 96 and the Kenja 88. Tricia, I mean, these are skis when somebody walks into the shop, they're not saying what 88 I should get, what 96 I should get. They're asking what Völkl I should get.
So that happens. There are a couple brands out there that's a really strong thing with, and Völkl is at the top of the list. The Völkl Secret 96 came out a couple of years ago. It was the first of the women's skis that came out with a tailored titanol and the tailored carbon construction. And the carbon stringers are tailored in how they're thread and weaved through the tips of the skis. And the tailored titanol is the metal that comes through and changes the shape as it goes through the ski, so that at each different size, a woman gets the same experience on whatever size she chooses, based on what she needs for a ski. So I really appreciate that. And the 96 was the first one that came out, and I had a chance to ski it in a couple of not super deep powder days, but when there was enough powder, it was really fun and snappy, and it powered through the chop, and it was a really, really good ski. Then the following year they came out and they put the same construction with the tailored carbon and the tailored titanol in the Kenja series, and it was, to me, a really refreshing change to the Kenja. They brought some life back into it. It gave it a little bit of pop, it gave it a little bit of energy, and it was super fun. What's really interesting to me is that the published turn radius between these two skis is the Völkl Secret 96 is published at 16 meter turn radius, and the Kenja is published at a 15 meter turn radius. So they really aren't that far apart. And on paper, looking at these skis, you're thinking, wow, I could go with this one or I could go with that one. What do I want out of it? And I'm here to tell you that even though they have similar attributes and similar things on paper, they ski very differently. For starters, I would say the Secret 96 is a little bit more of a charger. It's something that you can take into the trees and the bumps and the chutes, and you can get it into an open bowl, and it's not going to get chattery, and it's not going to deflect on you. When you get on the Kenja 88, what you really want to do is go play in the bumps, go play in the trees. You might not necessarily go ahead for a big open bowl or something like that, not because it can't perform in there, but because that's not what this ski inspires. This inspires you to make a little bit shorter turn radius. It inspires you to be a little bit more of an all-mountain ski. The 96 inspires you to be a little bit more of a big mountain skier.
Now I want to circle back a little bit on that turn radius. Völkl has been very strong with their 3D radiuses of their skis. To go into that a little bit more.
So the 3D radius is it's set up so that when you get on the ski and you want to really power through it, you can make a quicker turn, even though there's a published radius. So for instance, if I decide I want to make a quicker turn radius than a 16 meter on this, all I have to do is power down and make it snap through the turn, because it has a little bit different response in the tip, the center, and the tail of the ski. So I can make a quicker turn if I really want to put that effort into it. If I want to just go with the flow, then it's going to be in a 16 meter radius.
Yeah. So on both of these skis here, the publish of the 15 and the 16, that's pretty much underfoot, but it's a longer turn radius in the shovel area and a longer one in the tail. Mid to upper 20s up here, lower to lower 20s on the tail. So really, depending on that radius that you want on the ski, there's a ton of versatility in them.
Absolutely.
Now, could I venture to say that these are the same skis if somebody's in the east or somebody's in the west?
Potentially, yes. Somebody in the east probably isn't going to get into open bowls very much.
Yep.
They're going to be skiing a lot more groomers and tight trees. And somebody in the West is going to have a chance to get into some chutes and some bowls a little bit more, and that's where this ski really shines.
Yep. So on the narrower trails where you need to turn a little bit quicker edge to edge on the East Coast, that's what that 88 really does shine. And in the West, that 96 is that nice one ski quiver for you there.
Yes.
So you've got some good options there. And actually, even if you wanted to go bigger, there's also the Secret 102.
So the 102, the big sister to this, is one that I spent some time on at Deer Valley this year. And we had a beautiful powder day, and that thing really shines in the powder. It's
so
really
for the
good.
bigger charger skiers, that's a really good option. Size availability is pretty much the same on both of these skis, 149 to 170, with the Secret at 196 going up to 177 for those bigger skiers.
For somebody who's a little bit bigger charger, has a little bit bigger stature, a little bit more athletic.
And not to take anything away from the new graphics they have this year, but those women who might want a unisex graphic, these are the same skis as their male counterparts, which is the Kendo and also the Mantra 90, the Mantra M6. So, quickly, who's for who?
This is for somebody who's going to maybe want to ski a little bit tighter trees, get a little bit more of an all-mountain purpose. This is for somebody who wants a little bit more of an off-piste bias, a little bit more of a big mountain purpose.
So both of these skis are fun because in the end, skiing is fun.
Hey, it's Dan Egan with SkiTalk. Remember, skiing is fun, addictive, and get out there and do it.
To read the full review of this ski, please go to SkiTalk.com and click on the Reviews tab.
Please also hit the like button and subscribe to see future ski reviews along with other ski related content. And also please add any thoughts to the comments section below.
And of course, follow SkiTalk.com on all social media channels.
No clams were shucked during the course of this video.